Hemant also first exam he got like 35 or 40 or something. He was very disappointed. Okay.
How much you think that marks really matter? How should one aspirant be caring about the marks in AIMTs? Hi everyone. So we have Lokesh with us today. So Lokesh has got AIR 56 in GATE CSE 2025, and Lokesh is here just to share his experience about the mock test and AIMTs. So thank you, Lokesh, for joining in.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Okay. So, Lokesh, let's just directly straight away jump into the question about the mock test and AIMTs. So, my first
Okay.
question is that what is the purpose of mock test or AIMTs like for you? Like, what do you think the main takeaway or main the goal of taking the mock test for any aspirant? What should be the goal?
My For me, the mock test is to know your strengths and know your weakness. First main thing. To know that in which subject you are strong, in which subject you are sure that out of five I can solve like three to four questions correctly. You should know that because when in the final exam, when you start the final exam, you should be make sure that you start with the subject which you are strong, so that you'll not be disappointed. First, I think in any exam, start is the main important thing. If you start nicely, the flow will be going on nicely. I think to figure out that is the main motive. I think so. In AMTs or any mock test you write, that's the main motive. To know your strength and know your weakness, and to just to in the to you should know the way to write your exam. I think that's the main motive, not the marks. I think just learn the subject, learn from
Right.
your mistakes, and just
So,
see what you are doing wrong. Like you are not remembering the concept, or you are doing there is some trick in the question. How to see that okay, this is the tricky question. How to find this, and which questions to do first, which questions to do last. To figure that out, I think these AMTs are very good for your practice.
great. And
That's
especially
the main.
AIMTs are basically, yeah, Lokesh.
That's it. Ah, you are
Okay.
telling.
Especially AMTs are basically live, so you get that kind of experience like as if you are attempting, gate paper.
Ah,
And especially the questions quality and everything is just,
yeah.
relevant to gate.
Yes, sir. After writing like 5 AMTs, final exam was like piece of cake for me. I just went. It's like AMT writing in exam hall. That's it. I used to write in home. I wrote it in exam hall. That's it. Uh, I think first AMT, in one AMT you gave like to give confidence. You gave easily. I think one exam. I think 3 hours.
Right, right.
I don't know which. There are somewhat easy compared to remaining.
Okay.
In that, it was easy, but I I was used to tough questions, so I used to do slowly. In that
Hmm.
exam, I done slowly. I got some low marks. Then okay, I thought okay, if paper comes easy, I should rush and I should solve more questions, because the average will be more. So I should be above it, minimum 80 marks if exam gets
Right.
easy. So then I thought okay, if exam comes easy, I should rush in the first 1 hour or 1.5 hour, and I used to solve maximum number of questions as possible. In final exam, so same happened. I wrote in morning set one, so exam paper was easy. When in first 10 minutes I saw the paper, okay, I remembered that AMD, and I just rushed, and I 1.5 hour I just saw like 25 to 26 or something. Then the flow went off, and my aim was that 80 marks, and I got that marks. So just learning from that AMDs is the best thing.
Great. Okay. So, would you see some students might be getting demotivated after attempting the mock test? So, do you
Yes, sir.
suggest skipping the mock test? Do you suggest skipping the AMTs, or do you
No,
suggest attempting AMTs even after less marks?
sir, I would say attempt as many as possible mock test. Yeah, no matter what, just attempt how much you can just attempt it. I'll say that because when you attempt more tests, it's muscle memory only. Like exam will become like muscle memory to you. Just in final exam, so you
Mhm.
will not feel that much process. You will go on. Same for me also. Like I wrote like odd like 25 plus. I think I wrote test series. I wrote all mock test, and I didn't attempt the last mock test because it was day before the final exam. So I didn't attempt that. Just I saw the questions and I just left. Remaining all I attempted. I think that how many more you will attempt, you will more get used to that pattern and all. I think just attempt as many as you can.
Right, right.
I'll say that.
And yes, yes. And
I
how much?
think in January you should attempt more. If you not attempt in December also, try to attempt more in January because that's the nearest phase to exam, right? So I think just attempt more exams, I will say.
Got it. And how much you think that marks really matter? In other words, like how should one aspirant be caring about the marks in AIMTs after the result?
Sir, I would say not about, I will say that care about the questions, not the marks. I'll say if you after attempting exam, if you again try that question, if you solve it, I think you should care about that question, not marks to that question. I would say care about the questions, not marks. Marks will follow automatically. I used to do that learning, sir.
Mm.
When I did any question wrong, I again after the exam I used to solve it before seeing the solution. Let's see if it comes or not. If it comes, I'll think that okay, in exam because of pressure on time and all, from which reason I got that wrong. I didn't memorize at all. There was some tricky. I didn't understand the concept neatly. I used to write that reason also why I did wrong to not repeat it
Right.
again. And some question you didn't attempt to. Uh, Try to solve that also after the exam before seeing the solution. That if you get that question, just think why I didn't do it in exam. Why I am able to do it now because of which reason I am doing it now. I used to think like that. I don't didn't focus on marks. I focused on questions mostly.
Great.
Maximum concepts. I used to see this concept questions concept wise which concepts I'm good, which questions I'm done in that concept, which I done wrong in that from that concept. I like that I used to see. Not I would say don't take marks seriously. I would say from
Got it.
starting don't take. At the end you can take, but starting don't take that much seriously. Just try to
Actually,
just see the graph. I will say graph, sir. See the graph.
right.
Like it's if you are increasing 2 marks per exam, so I think it's great. At the end you'll get so much good result.
Right, right. So, see, many students get demotivated after seeing the marks, but I would like to give them one example. There are many examples, but one example that is coming to top of my mind is for the Pius. Pius has got AIR one in GATE 2024, and he has
Yes.
gotten, I think 53 some marks in AIMT one, and finally he has got 91 marks in 91 or 90, 91 or 92, I don't exactly remember.
Sure.
Yes. So these many
Uh,
marks in final exam, final gate. So
Now also
basically,
Herman,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
tell.
yeah, Lokesh.
Sorry.
No, no,
That
yeah, please.
example means Hemant also first exam he got like 35 or 40 or something. He was very disappointed. Okay, I prepared this much. I got then. I said just try Hemant. You will improve. You will improve. He eventually got improved. First AMT he got like 45. Then he improved to 50. Then again in third AMT he got 70. Like that. I think you can improve. Just don't be hard on yourself. I will say that. Just try to
Right,
improve.
right, right.
And in final exam, he got like he had 7. I'll say that.
Right,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
So I think, yeah, Hemant, just for all the students, let me tell, Hemant got AIR 7 this year in GATE 2025, and
So,
Hemant was goclasses complete course enrolled student, and Hemant and Lokesh are from same college, and they are like very good friends. So that's why Lokesh is mentioning Hemant, and they both got
so,
top rank. Hemant got AIR 7, and Lokesh got AIR 56. So Hemant used to get initially in AMTs. Hemant used to get around 40s, and later on, obviously, he has improved, and finally, he has got AI 7. See, the point here is not that in 1 month you can from 40 you can can improve to AIR 7. It's not, it's never like that. You can never do it. I mean, if your worth is 40 and then finally like you can go to AIR 7, it's impossible. But the thing is that if you have already, work hard, if you already know all the concepts, then marks doesn't matter. Ultimately you will get the result, and this is the example that we are currently talking about. So basically in 1 month, nothing magically happened to Hemant. It is just that the hard work over the year has played a role. So if you're getting lesser marks, don't worry. Whatever hard work you have done for the entire year, automatically it will give you a fruit. So automatically it will result in something very very good. So gate will always reward, or gate will always I can say uh, will give you like return gift, okay, for your hard work. If you are working hard, then it will automatically give you a return gift as a good marks or good AIR. Okay, so my last question, Lokesh, is that like one piece of advice that you would like to give to all the aspirants, especially those who get puzzled, or those who get confused after attempting AIMTs. That okay, I mean, actually, I have seen there is too much focus on AIMT marks, too much focus on AIMT marks. Like I mean, everywhere people are talking about the AIMT marks. I mean, people are not talking about that. Okay, this is the question. This was a good question. This was a bad
Ah,
question, or something. But
yes,
they're
sir.
only
I'm also
commenting in
present.
YouTube. Yes. In YouTube also we get comments like these many marks I got, these many marks everywhere on the Telegram, YouTube, or any other platform. People are talking about the marks. So any piece of advice, any final piece of advice you would like to give to
That's,
aspirants?
that's what I'm saying. Don't focus on marks. Just focus on the questions you got wrong, questions you didn't attempt, questions you attempted. I will say that don't focus on marks. Just focus on the questions and appreciate that question. If you didn't get right, also just don't think like, oh, this is bullshit question. Don't think like that. Just appreciate that question. Okay, this is the tricky question. This may get in the final exam. There are so many questions that in AMT which I didn't attempt came in and gate and attempted that and I got marks for that. Just appreciate the question and just write it down in somewhere in notes that you when you before the exam you can revise. And I used to make notes for every AMT. There is book there is a notes. I used to write every question which I did wrong in AMTs. On 5 AMTs I wrote, sir, which question I didn't
Oh,
attempt,
great.
which question
Okay.
I didn't run. I used to not write the solution, just I used to write the reason. Just the reason I used to write, okay,
Hmm.
why didn't I do it? Just I used to write the reason and I should just I did write the solution. And again see that question, I used to get like, okay, this is okay, I didn't solve it, just I used to get idea, okay, in this way I can solve it. I will give up and just that's the I would just write the questions which you done wrong, the reason, and try to solve it again and again, so that you can improve. So I would say that just don't focus on the marks, just focus on the improvement. Just you can't, sorry, you said right, you can't go from 40 to 70 within 2 3 exams or span of 2 3 exams. You will eventually go. The consistency is the main thing. Just don't just have the confidence. Just I will say that you write mock test. Don't take mock test easily. Just uh, write it as the final exam. I used to write how I used to write final exam. I used to write in that mentality only. I used to write AMTs and mock test also. Means I when I got my hall ticket, okay, my exam was morning shift, so that after I'm getting hall ticket, every exam I used to give at that time slot only, 10 to 1 o'clock. I didn't
Okay.
give any exam after that slot. I used to give in
Okay,
that time
that's
slot
great.
only. I will suggest that, sir, because when you give that many mock tests every day at that time slot, your mind get used to that exams. At that time, your mind
True,
get
true.
active. I will suggest that don't give mock test that when you have time. Just try to give time at the your time slot of the exam and try to give mock test at that time only. That helped me a lot because whenever 10 o'clock used to 10 o'clock comes, my minds get active. I used to be full focused on the exam. I used to say that. That's my suggestion, sir.
Great. That's really nicely summarized. So thank you so much, Lokesh, for putting your thoughts. I think this will definitely help all the aspirants. Thank you for your suggestions.
Thank you, sir.
So if you have any doubt, anyone has any doubt, or any any kind of questions that you like us to ask toppers, then please let us know, and we will be asking those questions to the toppers. And all of your doubts related to AIMTs or related to the mock test will be answered in the comment, or we will be directly answering to the directly asking to the previous toppers. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Thank you.